Placements at events don't matter at all for determining how good a player is. It only serves as a simple but inaccurate shorthand to get a feel for how well a player performed at an event. Here's an example. Seeing this complete readout, can you tell me which player finished 3rd, 4th, or 5th? Or a better question, which of these 3 players performed the best at this event? Well, even if you did guess correctly that this was Mango, SFAT, and Albert at Low Tier City, the point about placings that I'm trying to make should be apparent. But let's do one more example. Which of these 3 players performed the best at this tournament? The obvious answer would be the person who got 3rd place, but let's mix the order of these players and look at it from a different perspective. Just seeing the ranks of the players these 3 lost to and beat, who performed the best at this event? And if you want to go beyond that, how close is the second best performance for you to the one you deem the best? And lastly, let's bring in everything except what placing each player got at the event. Does knowing which players are associated with these results and which players got beaten change your perspective of the results? If it doesn't, it totally should. So with me prompting you in the intro about how placing shouldn't matter, you're probably wary about who truly had the best performance when just looking at rank. But when you had the rankings, the wins and losses, were you just as careful? Because the larger point I'm trying to get through is that no single factor should be used to determine the quality of a performance and how important context is when ranking. So in this list of SFAT, Plup, and La Luna's results from CEO, both Plup and SFAT lost to the number 1 and 2 seed at the event. But the last time Plup dropped a set to Wizrobe was in 2014, so his loss to Wizrobe should mean a whole lot more to you than SFAT's loss to the same player. And La Luna's readout demonstrates how the context of a player's most recent ranking isn't everything, and how important it is to keep character matchups in mind as well, because although IBDW was ranked in the mid-30s for the 2018 ranking, he's generally considered to be a top 15 player now, and on top of that, he's also regarded as one of the best foxes against Marth. So in the future, just keep this in mind when you're arguing about rankings. You can weigh factors differently, like thinking peaks are more valuable than consistency, but you have to make sure you look at the full context of a player's resume. And you don't have to agree with everyone else's perspective, especially me, but at least listen to where they're coming from so you can have a greater understanding of the discussion. And that about does it for me. I've been SaveAsUntitled, and I'll see you guys next time.